Xed highway, day, a scenic stretch of highway flanked by rolling hills and blooming wildflowers. The sun beams down, casting a warm glow over a navy blue SUV cruising down the road. Inside the car, Jason, mid-30s, unassuming charm, drives with a casual confidence. Rebecca, early 30s, witty and sharp, sits in the passenger seat, her hair dancing in the wind from the open window.
This is incredible. I can't remember the last time I just drove.
You mean driven? You're a writer, Rebecca.
Rebecca opens one eye, smirking back.
Oh, look who's correcting grammar now. Is that a landscape architect thing?
Maybe it's a I can't believe I'm on a road trip with my high school crush thing.
Rebecca rolls her eyes, but a smile creeps onto her face.
You know, I didn't think you'd actually go through with this trip. I have expected you to bail at the last minute.
I almost did, but then I thought, when was the last time I did something spontaneous?
He glances at her, a hint of vulnerability in his eyes. She notices, her smile faltering for a second.
I'm glad you didn't.
A comfortable silence ensues, filled only by the sound of the wind and the tires on the asphalt. Jason reaches for the radio, flicking through stations until he lands on a classic pop song.
Oh, this one! I used to play it on repeat in college.
You? A pop fan? Color me surprised.
Hey, it was a guilty pleasure. Besides, it was a great way to cope with all the feelings I didn't know how to express.
Rebecca's expression softens. She studies him, searching for the right words.
You know, I always thought you were...
Thought I was what?
Distant. Like you were always in your own worlds, but I could sense there was more beneath the surface.
What can I say? I'm a landscape architect. I'm all about the layers.
Very clever.
She looks out the window, her expression shifting. The weight of their past hangs between them like an unspoken agreement.
I always wondered if you felt the same way about, us.
Jason's grip on the steering wheel tightens slightly. He swallows hard, contemplating the confession.
I did. I just didn't know how to say it.
Really?
Yeah. I was scared, I guess. Scared of ruining what we had.
They share a moment, the air thick with unspoken possibilities. Rebecca leans in closer.
And now?
Now, I'm still scared, but I'd rather take the risk than wonder what if for another 10 years.
Rebecca's heart flutters at his admission.
So, what do we do now?
Well, we could start by singing this song at the top of our lungs.
He gestures to the radio, and Rebecca bursts into laughter, the tension breaking.
You're ridiculous.
And you love it.
They share a lighthearted gaze, the air between them electric with possibility. As Jason raises his voice, they both join in, laughter and music filling the car as they drive down the highway. Two souls reconnecting, ready to embrace whatever comes next. Fade out. Interior, quaint cabin, living room, later that day. The interior of the cabin is cozy and rustic, adorned with wooden beams and a stone fireplace. A large window offers a breathtaking view of the surrounding woods, where the setting sun casts a golden hue. Jason and Rebecca stand in the middle of the room, unpacking their bags.
What's the verdict? Are we celebratory or reflective tonight?
Why not both? We could celebrate the fact that we finally admitted we liked each other, and then reflect on the fact that we waited 10 years to do it.
You're right. Let's drink to our 10-year delay.
She pops the cork and it flies across the room, narrowly missing a framed photo on the wall. They both laugh, a lightness filling the air.
You're getting dangerously good at this spontaneous thing.
Rebecca pours the wine into two mismatched glasses, her movements fluid and confident.
And you're getting dangerously good at being charming.
To 10 years of unresolved tension.
And to finally addressing it.
They sip, the wine doing wonders to ease any lingering nerves. Rebecca glances out the window, watching the sun dip below the horizon.
You know, I always pictured this moment differently.
You mean you imagined us in a different cabin?
No, not the cabin. I meant the part where we finally talked about our feelings.
Well, what did you picture?
Rebecca bites her lip, contemplating her answer.
I imagined it being easier, less complicated.
So you thought we just blurted out in a fit of passion?
Something like that. Or maybe I just thought I'd have the courage to say it back then.
You weren't the only one scared, Rebecca. I thought about reaching out so many times, but I didn't want to ruin what we had.
Rebecca looks up at him, her vulnerability mirrored in her eyes.
And now?
Now, I think we should take that leap.
There's a beat, the weight of his words lingering in the air. Rebecca swallows hard, her heart racing.
What if we fall?
Then at least we'll have a great story to tell.
Rebecca laughs, the tension easing slightly. She reaches for her glass, taking another sip of wine.
You've really changed, you know.
For better or for worse?
For better. You're more open.
To being more open.
They clink glasses again, and Rebecca feels a rush of warmth at the moment they're sharing.
So, what's next?
Well, we could start with dinner. I'm a pretty good cook.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, I assure you it's not. I once made a souffle that nearly brought my mother to tears.
Now I have to see this.
As Jason moves to the small kitchen area, Rebecca watches him, a genuine smile spreading across her face. She admires how comfortable they've become, how easy this feels.
And if it goes horribly wrong, we can always resort to takeout.
I'll hold you to that.
Jason begins to gather ingredients, his movements confident. Rebecca walks over to assist, standing close enough that their shoulders brush.
Just don't burn the place down.
No promises.
As they work side by side, the laughter and playful banter flow naturally. A sense of warmth envelops them, and they both realize that this moment, this connection, is exactly where they're meant to be. Fade out. Exterior, cabin deck, night. The stars twinkle brightly in the clear night sky, casting a soft glow over the rustic cabin deck. String lights hang above, illuminating Jason and Rebecca, who sit together in oversized, weathered chairs, wrapped in cozy blankets. A faint crackle of the fire pit nearby adds warmth to the evening. Rebecca stares up at the stars, her eyes twinkling with wonder.
It's beautiful out here. It feels magical.
Yeah, it's nice to escape the noise for a bit. Just us and the cosmos.
You sound like a poet. Who knew the landscape architect had an artistic side?
Just because I design gardens doesn't mean I'm writing sonnets. But I do appreciate the beauty in things. Like this moment.
You're getting good at this whole emotional vulnerability thing.
Don't get used to it. I save it for special occasions.
She laughs, feeling the weight of the past slowly lifting.
So, what's the occasion?
I'd say reconnecting after 10 years qualifies.
The moment hangs between them, charged with unspoken feelings. Rebecca bites her lip, contemplating her next words.
You know, I've been thinking about our conversation earlier. About being scared.
Yeah?
I mean, I've always been the one to take risks in my career, but when it comes to us, I've been so cautious.
Jason nods, his eyes locked onto hers, encouraging her to continue.
I spent years wondering if things could have been different, if I should have said something back then.
And now?
Now, I want to be brave. I want to take the leap, even if it terrifies me.
I want that too.
A comfortable silence envelops them as they absorb the weight of their words. Jason reaches for her hand, intertwining their fingers. It feels natural, electric. What if we call?
Then we fall together.
Rebecca's heart races at his response. She leans closer, emboldened by the moment.
Okay, so together it is.
The tension shifts, and Jason's expression becomes serious yet tender.
You know, I've always admired your courage. You dive into everything head first.
Except for matters of the heart.
True, but maybe we can change that.
He squeezes her hand, their connection deepening. A moment of silence passes as they both look into each other's eyes, feeling the world around them fade into the background.
So what now?
Well, I think we should definitely keep talking about all the things we've left unsaid over s'mores.
Are we really going to make s'mores?
Absolutely. It's a classic campfire staple.
He stands, heading to the fire pit where supplies are waiting.
Just don't burn them.
I assure you, my s'mores are legendary.
Legendary, huh? You'll have to prove it.
As he prepares the s'mores, Jason glances back at her, a playful grin on his face.
You know, if I had known this is how our night would go, I would have suggested s'mores ages ago.
She steps closer, watching him with amusement.
A classic tactic, distract the girl with treats.
Hey, it works.
He begins to toast marshmallows over the open flame, the firelight dancing across his features. Rebecca watches him, a fond smile forming on her lips.
You've really changed, Jason.
For the better, I hope.
Definitely for the better.
She steps forward, taking the marshmallow he's just toasted and expertly assembling her s'more.
So, how do you feel about taking this leap?
I feel excited, nervous, but mostly I feel like I'm finally being true to myself.
Rebecca's heart swells, feeling the depth of their connection solidifying.
Then let's leap. Together.
They share a moment, eyes locked in mutual understanding and anticipation. Jason hands her the s'more and she takes a bite, her eyes lighting up.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad. I'll take it.
As they laugh and enjoy their s'mores under the stars, the air is filled with a sense of hope and possibility. Two hearts, once distant, now closer than ever, ready to embrace whatever comes next. Interior quaint cabin, living room, night. The cabin is filled with a warm glow from the fireplace, casting flickering shadows on the rustic walls. Jason and Rebecca are cozy on the couch, their conversation flowing easily after their s'mores adventure. The evening has taken on an intimate atmosphere, and the tension from earlier has transformed into a light-hearted camaraderie.
So, I have to ask, what's on the agenda for tomorrow? More culinary masterpieces?
I was thinking of a 5-course breakfast. S'mores for dessert, of course.
Rebecca laughs, shaking her head.
You're ridiculous, but I like it.
Jason leans back, arms stretched out on the couch, a content smile on his face.
You know, I wasn't sure how this weekend would go. I thought we might fall back into old patterns.
Rebecca tilts her head, her smile fading slightly as she considers his words.
Old patterns, like me being overly cautious?
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of time to think about us. And I didn't want to slip back into that, you know?
Rebecca watches him, her expression thoughtful.
I get it, but it's hard not to feel torn.
Jason's smile falters, a hint of concern crossing his face.
Torn? Torn between what?
Between this connection we have and the lives we left behind. I have a job, responsibilities. What if we go back to our normal lives and nothing changes?
Jason shifts closer, his brow furrowing in concern.
But what if it does?
Rebecca meets his gaze, her heart racing at the intensity of his eyes.
What if we fall into the same rut? What if I regret taking this leap?
We can't predict the future, but we can choose to be brave.
Rebecca's heart swells at his sincerity, but the weight of her doubts still lingers.
Sure, let's be brave. But what does that even look like for us?
It starts with honesty. We need to communicate, even when it's hard.
Rebecca nods slowly, her gaze dropping to their intertwined fingers.
And what about the risk of getting hurt?
Every relationship carries risks, Rebecca. But isn't it worth it if it means we can be together?
He watches her closely, waiting for a response. Rebecca bites her lip, caught between hope and fear.
What if I'm not ready to let go of the past?
Then we take it one step at a time. We don't have to rush.
She looks up, searching his face for reassurance.
You really mean that?
Absolutely. I want to explore this, whatever this is.
Rebecca feels a mix of relief and apprehension, the weight of uncertainty still heavy on her heart.
Okay, but what if one of us changes our mind?
Then we can always go back to being distant.
Rebecca chuckles, the tension in her shoulders easing slightly.
Sounds like a plan.
The moment hangs between them, filled with unspoken possibilities. Jason leans closer, his expression becoming serious once more.
But I'm not going to let that happen without a fight.
Rebecca's heart flutters at his determination, and she moves slightly closer, their faces inches apart.
What kind of fight?
The kind that involves spontaneous road trips, late-night conversations, and maybe a few dance-offs.
Dance-offs? You really think you can take me?
Just you wait. I've been practicing my moves.
She rolls her eyes playfully, but the warmth in her expression is undeniable.
Deal. Just remember, if you lose, you owe me a week of breakfast in bed.
Now you're just raising the stakes.
The mood shifts, and their laughter fills the room, washing away the earlier doubts. Rebecca feels light, the possibilities ahead illuminating her heart.
Okay then, let's be brave. Together.
Together.
They lean in, sharing a moment that feels monumental, two hearts ready to embrace whatever the future holds. Fade out. Exterior cabin deck. Later that night. The night sky is a canvas of stars, twinkling above as Jason and Rebecca step outside onto the deck. They share a blanket, comfortable and content, the fire pit crackling softly beside them.
It's so peaceful out here.
Yeah, it feels like we're in our own little world.
Rebecca's heart races at the intimacy of the moment, the connection between them palpable.
I could get used to this.
You know, I'd like to make this a regular thing.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna be brave, let's do it properly.
Rebecca's heart swells, and she leans closer, the shoulders brushing.
You mean like dates?
Exactly.
She bites her lip, excitement bubbling within her.
I like the sound of that.
Good, because I'm not letting you slip away this time.
Their eyes lock, the weight of his words hanging in the air.
Neither am I.
The moment feels electric, and they both lean in, their lips almost touching.
So, we're really doing this?
Yes, together.
As they share a tentative but sweet kiss, the stars above shine brighter, a promise of the journey that lies ahead. Fade out.